welcome to Let Bleepin Play. I am Chaos Sean.
Is that Charmy B? Mason.
I run out of exasperated noise.
It's Thomas, still playing this game.
I run out of exasperated noise eventually, but not now. Thomas.
What is, where are we doing good, bad, neutral?
This is the neutral.
Okay.
We're doing neutral for this one.
Just getting to the end.
I'm trying to do better this first because I know the first time we played it, I didn't really ask what our missions were, so, oh yeah.
Yep, there's Charmy B.
Actually, surprisingly, one of my favorite characters in the game to be an assistant. Because, like, every time you attack the gun robots, they'll be like, hey, no, don't do that. They're our friends. Stop it, Shadow. But Charmy, he'll just say, oh, not again. And there's one time where it's like, don't drag me into this. Like, I'm not going down with you.
Wow.
Charmy feels like kind of like, you know how Tails was incorporated in Sonic 2? Followed around, like, technically you controlled him, but it was all about the first player. That feels like the character if they would have continued down those sort of games. If you had a Shadow the Hedgehog game that was in the style of the old, or any other character that was in the style, he feels like one that would follow like Tails in Sonic 2 would be Charmy. Like, just like the way he's designed, he'd be that character that just follows around.
Yeah.
And technically the second player controls it, but, you know, that game's entirely controlled by the first controller.
It's Charmy the frickin' B.
But he's kind of
One of my favorite, sorry.
Go ahead.
One of my favorite things about Charmy B is that he was originally designed to be 16.
What?
Yeah, originally in the original Knuckles Chaotix, he is 16. They redesigned him for Heroes. They took that one away, he was 6.
Wow.
So, in the comics, where he had a personality, they were like, well, what the hell do we do? So, what ended up happening is they had to make Eggman use this weird device that drains life, because it was one of his big plans, and he tested it out on Charmy, drained too much, and broke his brain, and now he's just mentally 6 years old. And it's like, oh my god, that's horrifying.
That is horrifying.
The comics, I feel like, understand the characters more than the games half the time.
Yeah, because the games have a lot of weird limitations, and the comics do as well. But the comics can just kind of go balls to the walls at points.
Yeah.
Like recently, they had a zombie apocalypse.
Oh my god.
It was the Zombot virus, and a lot of characters, quote-unquote, died. They came back, obviously, because it's a virus that can be cured, but, like...
It's a comic.
Well, yes, that, but, like, there was a lot of characters that's like, oh, so they're just dead? Cool.
I've been getting a lot of Gravity Falls clips on my For You page.
Same, because they just recently released...
Because I released Book of Bill, which I bought, but we can talk about that later.
Is it good?
It's really good. I'll talk about that later, but I was going to bring up... I watched a clip from the zombie episode where Zeus becomes a zombie. He's so f***ing funny.
It's very funny. That episode is really...
How about I eat your brains? You're an A.
Yeah.
Some yay there.
Second thought, gonna flip the script. Can I eat your brains? Yay or nay? Seeing some yay faces over here.
When he walks by the TV and he's like, oh, I'll get it later. But anyways, yes, Book of Bill came out, last week, and I read through all of it in like 2 days because it's so good.
Gravity Falls is one of those really interesting shows that, unlike a lot of the other Disney shows at the time, it did actually get the ending it wanted. I do feel like some of the very ending, the epilogue, would have been a couple more episodes.
Yeah.
You know, spoiler alert, when Grugglestan gets amnesia for like 10 minutes.
For like 2 seconds.
That I think that was probably going to be something that was going to go longer if they had more episodes.
Out, yeah.
But if they had more. But literally, unlike, again, a lot of these shows do get their ending exactly, but it's the lead up that sometimes when Disney is just like pulling the plug. Gravity Falls got basically what it wanted in its 2 seasons. So a lot of people are like, more Gravity Falls. I'm like, I don't necessarily want more Gravity Falls because it doesn't end perfectly.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of do want more Gravity Falls because I really like it.
I'm in the same mind that you are.
Because, like, it was that feeling when Firefly when Serenity came out, and people were like, we want more Firefly after Serenity. I was like, no, Serenity ends it perfectly. Like, I don't want more. It got its ending. I know it was screwed over, but its ending is perfect. So like, it's not quite to that extent because you could do more, but I do want it. Also, that's a really good Eggman model. Like, that is a really good Eggman.
This is like the design for Eggman that they would use moving forward.
Like. We saw him earlier, and he didn't look that good.
Yeah.
In one of the pre-renders, like no, I guess that wasn't a pre-render. That'd be why.
That
would be why.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did Shadow get here anyway?
Not important. You know, play one of the other 10, 15 levels. You might figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, replaying games is good. Having your game wanting you to play and replay it is good. Making it so to put together stories, you have to play it 10,000.
I feel like you're going to be harping on this.
You suggested the game.
Oh, I know.
I didn't suggest it first. Sean suggested. I just piled on.
Look, I'm enjoying this, and some of that air. Wow, I like the design of that airship. Anyway,
Squirrel.
I was distracted by. This game has been very fun to watch play through. Again, I'm not controlling it, so Thomas, sorry for your suffering.
Agony, Mr. Jefferson, I'm in agony.
But it's a lot of the baffling moves. Designing it is still. We're 20 years. This is almost 20-year-old game, and we're sitting. I'm still going. What were they thinking? But in fairness, a lot of this era of Sonic is what?
Why?
It's a lot of the five essential questions: the who, what, the where, the why, the how.
Even are we doing a hero
Dark
mission? Okay, what's our mission? Dark.
Destroy the Eggman fleet.
Okay.
Damn, you can just do that. It's not a very effective fleet if you could just. If one
it'd be funny if it's just like, hey, there's this button over here. Oh, that destroyed the whole fleet.
Nope.
I wonder, what does this button do? Ding.
See, I do really like this element of the game when you get like these like first-person cannons.
Turret sections.
Yeah.
Like, they legitimately are kind of cool. I don't think they're particularly good, but it is kind of a cool change of pace that actually, in a better game, I think we'd be talking about, oh, that's a really cool thing they do in it. Not in this one.
Nope. This is Shadow the Hedgehog.
I wonder if you could take this story, and I'm sure comics have adapted it, because they've adapted every single game at one point or another.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I do not know how the adaptation of Shadow goes.
But I would imagine that this story could be adapted and done pretty well in other mediums, or in a better game.
What's weird is that there was a YouTube channel a while back, I don't know if they exist anymore. They took every Sonic game and edited it to be the movie, like the canonical events of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or the canonical events of what it would be, and they just edited it as a movie. They did that with Shadow, and it was actually pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. Because, again, I think some of the problems with the storytelling in this game is because of the replayability. You don't ever feel like you get the full story.
One thing that I will give this game credit for is I really like the amount, and I feel like it must have been in like the adventure games and maybe in Heroes, but I feel like it's even more in this is the squash and stretch. Yes, I almost said squash. Squash and stretch of Shadow, and
it wasn't
really
me having much mouth for once.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Isn't Squanch a Rick and Morty character?
Yeah.
It's gonna say.
I like that I feel like Eggman played some Crash Bandicoot and was like, ooh, boxes with my face on it.
Well, boxes are a weird thing where they're just there.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
It's like exploding red barrels. Ever notice that in real life there aren't a lot of exploding red barrels?
That is weird. There are very few of them.
You'd think that people try
Video game prepared me for more exploding red barrels, and movies prepared me for more quicksand. I have not had to deal with any of those. I've been lied to.
Been lied to.
Honestly, this level again kind of feels more like Sonic Adventure. Like
It reminds me a lot of like the Angel Island type levels.
Mhm.
It's like or like Sky Hill. Is that a level, or am I just making stuff up?
It might be, I don't know. Sonic levels, I've noticed, kind of take 1 and 2 things and then just keep making...
And just mush them together.
And they keep making, like, mixing it up, like Casino Hill, Casino Night, Casino Palace. It's like, you're just adding names.
Piccolo's dirigible.
You just you put it in making so many casino levels. I think you got a gambling problem, bro.
I mean, in fairness, the classic type Sonic levels in casinos are almost always good.
That's true, especially the one in Sonic 2, the original Sonic 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Yes, Casino
Is that Casino Nights? Yeah, that one.
That's a part of Sonic that has almost always been good. Heck, we saw the one in this game. It was also a really cool looking level. Sega understands how to do casino levels.
What a weird niche to have.
We're the casino developers. Oh, you mean you like poker? No, we're just making Sonic games.
But then what's a casino? Funny you should ask.
What if I put a hedgehog in it?
I'm gonna put a hedgehog in a casino.
I'm gonna make a lot of money.
I just imagine like one of the guys on Sonic Team like walking through a casino and being like, "This casino's pretty cool. You know what it's missing?"
Where's the hedgehog?
He goes to Vegas and he's like, "There's no hedgehogs here."
There's no hedgehog. Where are all the hedgehogs?
Sir, this is Caesar's palace. I know. Where's Caesar? I was told he was a hedgehog. See, that's what the Sonic world needs, a history lesson. What does Caesar the Hedgehog look like?
Honestly,
what was Rome's animal?
that
What
is
was the animal
partly
look
why Black Knight is always intrigued me, because I like the idea of the look and kind of the mythological feel to it.
I feel like, Thomas, you brought this up. Weren't there supposed to be like other storybook games?
Yes. There was supposed to be a lot of other storybook games. They did a poll, and it was, what genre did you want to see in it? And it was horror, western.
Oh, a Western Sonic game.
Greek mythology.
Would be.
That would be.
And
cool.
I forget what the others were. Peter Pan, I think? Could be wrong.
I don't know if I like that one.
That one not as much, but again,
I could be wrong.
Black Knight is I haven't played it. I don't know much about it, but I always like the look of it, and I like the idea of putting Sonic in kind of more scenarios. Like, the fandom of Sonic loves fan fiction. Lean into that a bit.
Yeah.
Which is what Murder the Sonic the Hedgehog did.
And also Frontiers.
Frontiers does as well. Yes, Frontiers absolutely
And
does.
Sonic Prime gets into that a little bit.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Some of the cartoon shows have absolutely done that.
Haven't watched that.
I haven't watched Prime.
I think I got like halfway through the first season. I need to go back and get it.
But, like,
because I really liked what I saw of it. I just fell off the kind of hard.
It's one of those that I think sometimes the games forget that Sonic is silly.
Yeah.
See,
And not in this way.
Not in the shadow kind of silly.
In the, yes, I want you to still take it seriously, and I want you to make sure the stakes are high. Frontiers does that very, very well. Make sure the stakes are high, but also remember that you're a game about hedgehogs.
The Sonic games that are silly on purpose. This is very much not silly on purpose.
Yeah.
I think that's what you can say. That's all you can really say about Shadow. Is it's a very silly game, but not on purpose.
And
also, is this just Panzer Dragoon now?
No, because that would require a lock-on weapon.
Panzer
Dragoon's later on.
They really were like, bring us all the games. We're gonna put it all in one.
And
I'm gonna make a game with so many games in it. Oh my goodness.
I'm imagining like the Glee meme. I'm gonna make a game with so much game. And the adventure games kind of had that problem too, where they had a lot of other game types in it, but I think they were better at balancing.
They do. There are some. Again, we talked about the Knuckles and Rouge levels are
bad.
No, I don't even think they're bad. They're not always well implemented, and they can be really, really, really frustrating. And also, some of the, they do different with the Eggman and Tails stuff, and some of those can be kind of frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
It said at its absolute peak, it's the Sonic and Shadow levels that everyone remembers in those games.
Yeah.
Those are usually the ones. Again, I think there are several really good Eggman and Tails levels in the games, but yeah, Sega was really trying to experiment with trying to do as many different things, and then they really did that here.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a decision.
Sega's experimentations.
Well,
the mutants they are.
It's trying to look at the nuclear destruction that I have wrought trying to kill that hedgehog. Sir, my hand is way too big for my head.
Can you see all my hands?
I was supposed to, protect, and, I launched all of our nukes on California. That was probably a mistake.
Sir, it's not over. Try to do it right this time around. It's not over.
Yes, the nation united. No matter
But look at this picture of a good time when I remembered my best friends, Sonic and Shadow.
Sir, please hurry.
Sir, but you tried to nuke one of them. I know. I was trying to nuke my best
I
friend.
have failed my duties to the nation. But sir, what does that say Sega on the back of the picture?
No.
I think it straight up said Sega on the back. That's really funny.
How did Shadow even get here?
I don't care. But this is the mission where if you want to, you can assassinate the president of the United States.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
That's the dark mission.
Yep.
The light mission is to defend him. The dark mission is to assassinate him.
Well, which one are we doing?
Neither. We're doing neutral.
What does neutral do?
Get the fuck out of there.
No.
I'm not touching this.
No.
I'm not gonna. What is it? I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you either.
Cartman, we agreed we're not going to touch this.
Which is, yep. This is our second. This is the second and last Tails mission.
Hey, Tails did something there. That was
Yeah.
nice to see. Good job, Tails.
Congratulations, Tails. You're immediately more useful than like everyone else.
Yeah, Tails took out that one guy.
Well, it's almost like Tails is actually really useful because he's a goddamn genius.
He's a really useful engine.
And he's been very, outside of in the game mechanics consistently, Tails has always been the guy trailing behind Sonic in the classic games, so of course he would know how to be ahead.
I'm sorry. That gun looks like a penis. That gun just looks like a penis. I can't be the only
Hello,
one that thinks
Sigmund
that.
I mean, I guess at certain angles.
Is your Freudian
That gun looks like a penis. Okay, we're just gonna put that away.
Once again, proving Mason was a mistake.
Good day, sir!
I like you just driving around this base with this car.
Why?
Why not? So there's just one Sega producer being like, I played this Shadow the Hedgehog game you guys made, but you know what was missing? Jeeps. Well, I guess we can put it in.
But he's faster than any
But
vehicle.
you know what Shadow really needs? A Jeep.
Exactly.
Why would he need a Jeep? Don't question me. I write your paycheck.
All right.
You don't. Oh my God, you do.
All right,
Why
well,
do I work here?
calling up all the programmers. Hey, we need to implement this Jeep into the game now.
I realize he runs faster than any car. I know. Just implement the goddamn Jeep.
We gotta make Steve, who signs our paychecks, happy.
Steve.
Yep.
Who is Steve? I don't know. But keep him happy.
For a second, I thought that was a Chow egg.
Nope.
It did kind of look like it.
This is a vacuum gun. This is what you get for completing the neutral pathway.
Yeah, we got the vacuum egg.
It really sucks.
The vacuum egg.
It's a Billy Hatcher one.
Oh no.
Not the Bill. What the goddamn?
Not here.
What happened there?
I need to see a slow-mo of that to some epic music. Just chariots of fire, just boom. Sonic games got a Sonic. Oh, you can spin dash?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, why would you do that when you have Jeep?
Not what I meant, but okay.
Why would you spin dash? He asks right as I proved why you would spin dash.
Also, I just realized, do you not have, like, lives?
No, you do.
Oh, you do? How many do you have? Do you know? 10. Okay. Alright, yeah, you're good. You're really good. It's kind of stupid that you have to pause the game to see how many lives you have.
You're saying this game made poor decisions in some
I'm
of the
saying this
developments?
game is kind of stupid, yes. That is what I'm saying.
Oh no.
Oh my god! Even Shadow wants to get out of this game.
It's his game.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Not here.
It's alright. It's alright.
It's not. This game is...
Third time's the charm
Death?
to beat.
I hate you.
Oh, like yours was any better.
No, it wasn't.
The moral is you both suck.
This is the third platformer that we've had Thomas play on the channel. He got to pick good ones before this.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, this is kind of bullshit. This is like, hey, Thomas, this is your LP. Getting a sign. In
All right,
fairness, I was the one who volunteered.
It's like, alright, so today you're gonna be Let's Playing Shadow the Hedgehog? What, really?
This is how it went. Me going, hey, you know, the Sonic movie's coming out, and it's the year of Shadow. You know, maybe we should play Shadow the Hedgehog on the channel.
And
Long pause. Fine.
That basically was how it went down. Like, it was like, maybe we should play Shadow. And both Sean and Mason just kind of turned their heads towards me, and I just kind of went, okay.
We did like the Family Guy, like the slow head tilt. But... You're also gonna ignore that I said Family Guy?
Not, you know what? This has been Mushmouth, the game stream. Murder of the Shadow of the Hedgehogs of Sonic.
Murder of the language.
Murder of the English.
Not only did Shadow murder Eggman, but also the English language.
Can you speak all the words?
No?
This just feels like a level that would have been a Tails or an Eggman level in Sonic Adventure.
A little bit, yeah.
And but it's now a Shadow level where it's not as good because it's a Shadow level.
It's a Shadow game, yeah. That is my least favorite thing that the 3D Sonic games would do, is you go into a room and the camera immediately zips across.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's, again, the cameras in 3D Sonic games,
and now it's
they suck.
Yeah.
And now it's a
I was gonna be nicer, but yeah.
And now it's a 2D Shadow game for some reason. Speaking of 2D Shadow games, there was a 2D Shadow game for browser. Yeah, there was a Flash game. I used to play it a lot. I was not very good at it.
There's nothing to be good at. It's barely a game.
It is barely. A lot of those.
It's a Flash game, so it's about what I expect.
Oh, it's even the same soundtrack. A lot of those Sonic Flash games were not great.
You think they'd make a new sound effect? Nah, they just this game. It's all about cutting corners.
I remember there was.
I don't know why there'd be a new sound effect that's the same guy doing the same move.
I remember there was like a series of Flash Sonic games that I used to play that were they were turn-based RPGs. I can't remember what they were called.
Sonic RPG.
That's probably what they were called. Honestly.
There was Final Fantasy Sonic X.
I did play that. Yes.
Where Sonic has a big off sword.
Yes.
And Mega Man X is there.
I did play
Final Fantasy Sonic X.
Yes.
And there was one that was called Sonic RPG.
I think I played both actually.
I did as well.
I never got through.
I didn't
because they were hard. Oh, you would have. I think you would have got a kick out of it.
They're RPGs, so yes.
if we could still play them, I'd say you should play them. But
You can. Newgrounds.
Oh, really?
They're on Newgrounds, and Newgrounds has a thing where you can activate them.
Like an emulator type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I might go back into that now. This is just like all this game, all this Let's Play has done is reverted me back to a 10-year-old.
Because you're doing the neutral, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
the president would be gone.
One of the Chaos Emeralds.
Again, I said this level would have been a Tails Eggman, and it was clear because you get in a mech suit with Sonic. Or sorry, with Shadow. I know which hedgehog this is.
Everyone's wondering in SA2, like, how are they confusing those two? Well, ask Sean.
I know who I am.
Now, how they confuse Sonic and Silver, that I'll never understand.
I know who I am.
You ever notice how almost all of the hedgehogs have S names?
The three, yeah.
The three do, yeah. Are there any other hedgehogs that don't have S names?
Amy.
Oh yeah, Amy's a hedgehog. I forgot.
You mean her name's not Sammy?
No. No, it is not.
Hey, Shadow.
Shadow, I'm the devil.
Honestly, I feel like I get why they're going edgy. I know why they went with the darker voice like that. But honestly, they've kind of, not like a goofy voice, but if they given him more of like, just like, in tune with like, closer to like Sonic's voice. Like that's how he hears it. Actually would have been like a little more nasally to like the devil character. I actually might have liked it. Hey, I'm the devil. Not like that. Not like what I'm like. It's still with the deepness to it, but a little more nasally.
Mm. Okay.
But
are we already at the final level?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well then.
The Black Comet. This is the semi-dark path.
We'll play it next time
Yep, I was figuring.
on Let's Bleep and Play. Help us.
You, us.